Frederick Brown.
And we are hanging with the Browns. So this part, my husband is going to speak first.
You know why, right? Because when she starts.
Get your turn.
Our carnivore journey began
Hold that mic up.
like in 2023. It started with me. I was going through severe pain. I was plagued with inflammation in my knees, ankles, diagnosed with gout. Gout. I don't like to say that word. It's like a curse word. But I was diagnosed with gout, and I ended up going to a rheumatologist about March 2023, I think it was. And they took 15 vials of blood, ran all kinds of tests, couldn't figure out what was going on. And in the meantime, he was prescribing medication after medication. None of it worked. I looked at my wife, sick of this stuff. I'm sick of it, right? And, you know, I had cut everything out of my diet. I was down to chicken Caesar salad for about 6 weeks, 3 times a day. And I was still having these issues. I mean, it was to the point where I couldn't walk. It was debilitating. Let me show this video. Words can't even describe what I was feeling. There were times when I would sit up on the side of the bed, literally cry. I couldn't make it to the bathroom. Now, my wife recorded this unbeknownst to me. You can hear me. At this particular time, the inflammation had hit both ankles at the same time. So I had gone from a cane to my mother-in-law's walker. That episode took me about 20 minutes to get to the bathroom just to urinate.
10 minutes took me to get out of bed.
How old was he when that happened?
That was 2 years ago. I was 59.
Okay. Wow.
So 61. Anyway, you know, so that really started the journey. Fast forward, my brother-in-law visited us about 6 months later, asked if we were on a carnivore diet. We had not. Considering that I had reduced my meals to chicken Caesar salad, you know, I was open to anything. Right? And he started talking about, he brought some ribeyes, some bacon and eggs. Never brought food to our house before. Never. So that day I had a big Kool-Aid smile on my face, and we sat and we ate, and boy, I enjoyed myself. And it was less than 2 weeks later, or 10 days, I was running in the back. That was the beginning of where we are now. And it was actually what prompted us to start our YouTube channel. We had never experienced anything like this.
That ain't how it happened. I said, you have a PhD at YouTube University. It's time for us to give back. That's what I said. And like somebody in here had said, Adam, when you turn around, it's like, well, you always do, go to YouTube. And I said, we can't keep this. I was a vegan for 4.5 years. So I didn't start the same day he did. But I'm looking at him and I'm like, hold up. He's actually walking better after a couple of days. Boy, you ain't gonna be better and leave me behind here.
So that was the beginning of it. Pretty much the beginning and the end. This is where we are now. You know, so we do have a little bit of the channel. If you go check the channel out, you can kind of see the story. I see some other stuff as well.
Yes. All right, my turn, I guess. Hanging with the Browns. One of the things that we have done in 2025, and look, I say this so much, I don't know where I was. We've been on a cruise ship. We actually got off the ship to come here. Thursday, I'm back on the ship again. When I say that the first time we were out, it was for 31 days straight. My triangle is Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral. So we'll get off the ship, drive to the next one, jump on the next ship. We've been doing that this year. The last trip was having 50-something, what was it? 58 days. Thursday, when I get on the ship, I don't come back until December 4th. So I want you to know you can be a carnivore on a ship, all right? First thing I do, I come on with my paper that says, I don't eat this, and this. I only eat this. And they normally assign me a chef and a head waiter. So I tell them, it's the same thing every day. I get 2 eggs over easy, 4 boiled eggs, and about 30 pieces of bacon. I take the bacon and the boiled eggs out with me. We do my electrolytes. They make me chicken broth. Everybody can't do beef bone broth. So I have them to just do chicken broth for me with nothing in it. I do the chicken broth with the butter, with my electrolytes, my iodine, my collagen, and I'm just sitting there sipping, looking out at the water. Yes, and then we don't do lunch, because I got a bunch of bacon and eggs back in the room anyway, if there's something I want to snack on. And then for dinner, lamb, steak, shrimp, lobster, and they know you just steam it. I don't want your salt, I don't want it, just bring the meat. So I want you to know it can happen. Now, with all of that, I have never did a cake, a pie, a cookie, a bread, a pasta, or rice. I've done none of that while I've been on the ship. But I'm not going to fool you into saying I'm perfect, because my downfall, actually with Patron, and come on now, I'm just being truthful, and then I'll do an espresso martini, but they have a syrup. I go all the way to the lounge, I get an espresso, I take it back to the bar and say, use this. So I've tried to find the best worst that I can do. Now in saying that, I only do that every now and then. This is not no, I can't do that. But I'm on a ship. It's fun. And I just get a feel of drinking the water. But let me just say this, movement. So one of the things that we've had you guys to do today is stand up and move around. Every morning, I get up and I love me first. My sweatshirt, but I just got too hot, it says, speak what you seek until you see what you see. And then it says, read it again. Speak what you see until you see what you said. So I'm speaking my life and my health and everything going on, and I will continue to speak it and seeing what I said. And so with that, I understand I poisoned my body the night before. Okay? That's realistic. If you think that you didn't, I'm letting you know that you did. I poisoned it the night before. So in my mind, this might not be y'all mind. In my mind, I said, I ate at 5 o'clock. I drank that probably 7 because I'm back in the room. Okay? I slept throughout the night. The first thing I'm going to do is get my steps and stuff in. And then if I had a drink, I am on a treadmill going up 8.0 at a 2.2. You're not to do it and hold on to the sides. No, I'm walking up and I'm happy when I'm doing it, because I said, oh Lord, just burn it on out of my system, why don't you, Father? Yes, I know I shouldn't have had it, but let me keep going. And that's exactly what I do. And I get in 15,000 steps or more every day, because I was introduced to Denitra's doctor, and y'all, on the low key, I was bragging, I ain't lying. I said, you know, ever since January, I've been doing 15,000 steps a day. Oh, listen. She whipped her phone out and started doing this. Oh, she went back years. Now I'm sitting up here telling her something, and at the time she was 70 years old. She said, I've done a half marathon in all 50 states. So the more she talked, right? Just shrinking. I'm like, oh, Lord. I was only doing this for 2025 for bragging rights. So guess what? I'm doing this for the rest of my life. He knows if we're traveling, he'll pull over to a rest stop. And I'm walking around, and I walk around the truck stop and let him know, nope, not for sale. And that would be me. That would be me walking and getting my steps. He'll ask me, how many more steps you need? We'll take the long route. So to have him to edge me on, because I feel we're in the 8th month. We're going into the 9th month. If I promise myself that I can get up every day and do that for me first thing in the morning, what else can I accomplish, huh?
Right.
What else can I do? Right. So that means that money does not run me. Because if I can tell myself no on food, right? Bills and stuff already lined up because I now have discipline. Except for that margarita and with the thing. So that's what we're working on. So everybody write that down that you're going to pray. And if that go out of my mouth, I'm saying, Lord, they praying, ain't they? So I'm just saying, if you can do that and commit to yourself. So when we were asking you to get up and move around, you don't want to get up and your bum, oh, look. Huh? This was me. Until I felt like evolution. Until all of a sudden I can walk now. And I then brag about it. We say some of the silliest things. My car look good on the outside, but honey, if you lift that hood up, you see some parts that need to be we say that. That's not how we're supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do at 61. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do. I can get out and play basketball with my grandson now. When I saw the video, I was more like this. But in my head, I was like this. Right? I swear I was like, no, I was moving faster than that. But he has that memory. So I say to some of you, you want to walk your daughter down the aisle? Get your body right. You want to turn around and bounce your grandkids on the knee? Your grandchildren don't have to know you as the grandma sitting off in a chair somewhere asking for a cup of water. They can know you down in the sand, out there playing for a square or tic-tac-toe or whatever. You be that person. And I'll say it again, honey, you will never have to clean my butt. I mean that. I mean that. I don't want to be in a position, now will he do it? Of course he will. But I don't want to be in a position that I need you to wipe my tail. And guess what? I ain't trying to wipe his either. So, now don't tell him I said it, but I tell him that because it's like, and if I'm taking care of me, doggone it, you better take care of you because I'm not trying to wipe up around yours either. But I didn't say that, so y'all don't tell him that I said it.
Gilbert said I didn't need to exercise.
But you gotta move.
I do.
Some weight.
He does. No, he does. So, no, here's the thing. I often think exactly where he is because in my mind, I remember him, okay, the part he didn't tell you is that I told him, you need an electric wheelchair. I'm not getting ready to push. I don't want to be a nurse. I don't. And I promise you, if you ask your spouse, they don't want to be a nurse either. You got kids. Pull them out. It's time for you to go travel. It's time for you to go on walks. It's time for them to be out and you run around the house naked. That's what you want to do. Do it. No, the kids want to come back. We be like, I don't know. Because the freedoms that we're going to give up. You want that. I'm telling you, you want it. No matter what your age is, you want it. You want to have someone that y'all locked in like that. So if not even for yourself, for your children, for your nieces, for your nephews, any of that, I don't want to go across social media again. Y'all pray for us. We just lost so-and-so. And then when I see a picture of so-and-so, and I'm like, oh. No, what am I getting ready to say to you? No, I'm not going to the funeral. I'm not doing everything because I'm there like I told you. Only meat. You done?
Y'all see why I don't talk much.